Did Justin Trudeau receive a memo that confirms the UFO crash retrieval program? That's huge, guys. We've got that and a lot more to talk about today. So get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Okay, from Nick Gold, just a reminder that the February 15th, 2023 Canadian memo sent to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to brief him on the North American UAP shootdowns at Balloon Gate, which was dug up by CTV News, seems to prove that not only is there an active UAP crash recovery program, but NORAD was already up to UAP number 20 in their annual numbering system by February. Let's just go over the actual memo itself. Okay, here we go. Check it out. NORAD numbers objects on a sequential basis, so they were already up to number 20. That's wild. Number 23, the object in question, its function, method of propulsion, and affiliation to any nation state remains unverified. It is unknown whether it poses an armed threat or has intelligence collection capabilities. The full exploitation of UAP number 20, so it's a different one, which was engaged by the U.S. on February 10th, 2023, has not been completed. Yeah, they haven't fully either recovered it or reverse engineered it at that time. Wow. A Canadian notice to aviators was issued in the engagement area to allow for safe airspace. They were preparing for the shoot down, I guess. At approximately 1,530 hours Ottawa time, a U.S. NORAD F-22 Raptor successfully engaged UAP number 23 in Canadian airspace under NORAD authorities. NORAD Canadian CF-18 Hornets had to be scrambled, but the F-22s were better located based on time, space, and fading light. The CAF is currently leading recovery operations with aircrafts attempting to identify the impact point and a ground team ready to proceed to the location. However, the mountainous terrain, existing snow cover, and expected new snowfall make prospect of recovery unlikely. The area in which the impact occurred is known as Caribou Migration Route, which opens the possibility of future accidental discovery by indigenous hunters. I can talk, guys. Should the object not be found during the recovery operation. So yeah, there was a little scare there, right? So some regular folk could stumble upon this UFO. We better speed things along. Wow. As additional UAP are detected, we will continue to keep you apprised. So if this is legit, if this memo is legit, this is absolutely hard evidence that there is a UFO crash recovery team. Different nations know about it. They take precautions to keep regular folk from learning about it. They are exploiting this technology. There's a number system. There was already 23 of them in February. You know, that's crazy, guys. That's insane. That's insane, guys. And, you know, Ross Coulthard has confirmed that at least one of the objects in Balloon Gate was genuinely anomalous. How many of them were? Why haven't they released any photos or videos other than that one, that first inciting incident that we know about, the Chinese balloon or whatever it was? Where are the other pictures? Where's the other pilot testimony talking about shooting these balloons down, right? And why did the Biden administration suddenly get engaged in the UAP topic right during that time? Ross Coulthard also has reported that Biden ordered the shoot down of at least one of these objects. If there were multiple shoot downs, you would think that he would have authorized multiple shootdowns, but who knows? Who knows? Either way, great stuff. I love it. I love it. Okay, here we get some really juicy comments from Jason Sands. That's right, UFO whistleblower or purported whistleblower Jason Sands He probably talks a little bit more on social media than would be wise for somebody in his position, but he does go on social media and he is talking about this stuff, and what he has to say here is really incredible. First of all, he says that all of the evidence presented to Congress, if you added it all up, it would stand up in any court of law. Then somebody asked him about 2027. You know, we've been hearing rumors that 2027, it might be the year of open contact, where the beings come down from the sky. They say, here we are. Well, we don't know what's going to happen in 2027. There's lots of rumors. There's lots of speculation. Well, now Jason Sands is giving his insider perspective on 2027. Are you ready? Are you ready? He says, yes, the information I had was quite chilling for the program folks and will apparently take place in a time window that I heard was between 2025 to 2035 while in mission. He heard this while in mission. Somebody asked him to explain what he means while in mission. He does. He says, yes, I and 3 other analysts intercepted a phone conversation that mentioned the 2025 to 2035 time frame. We were on mission for the program at the time. And I assume that's the UFO crash retrieval and reverse engineering program. Venus or Bust says, what was chilling and what is happening between 25 and 2035? Jason says what was chilling was that if the program folks, the control group folks, didn't return the retrieval materials in biologics by the time above, the responsible parties would be put to death. What? What? If we don't give the aliens their UFOs and the bodies back, they're going to kill the people that are holding on to these specimens and artifacts. That is crazy, guys. That is crazy. Is Jason Sands telling the truth here? Is this an actual thing that beings have told people within the control group? You know, give us our guys back or else you're going down. Is Jason Sands off his meds? You know, what's the deal? Because we know Jason Sands has the, you know, he is who he says he is. Does he have the information he says to have? And has he had the experiences he claims to have had are the questions. But his service record isn't under dispute. He was in these positions. So none of that is under dispute. But he claims some pretty fantastic stuff like this. Is this real, or is he an insider pushing disinformation, or is he an insider that is delusional in some way? Important questions. We really need some corroboration for some of this information because this is wild. This is wild. The aliens or the beings making threats on the control group. Meanwhile, David Grush might not be appearing at the SALT conference. You know, we're still in the fog of war on all this. There's, scheduling conflicts potentially. We don't know what's going on. But there are indications that David Grush may not be appearing at the SALT conference, which would be too bad. Well, obviously, it would be a shame if David Grush wasn't able to attend, so I hope something changes, and I don't really buy a scheduling conflict as the reason. If you were David Grush, wouldn't you want to get your information out? Wouldn't you do anything possible to attend that conference? Unless there's something even juicier going on at that time. I would like to know what's going on there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. All right, check this out. This is really interesting. China is working on advanced brain warfare tech, including devices that send enemies to sleep in thought-controlled weapons. That is crazy, guys. China is working on advanced brain warfare technology, which is said to include devices that can send enemies to sleep and control their thoughts, according to an uncovered report. Researchers have found 2 recent studies by China's People's Liberation Army that shows the military is increasing its hard power weapons with new technology to win wars without conventional weapons. So, I guess that's better than nuking people, right? I mean, I guess putting people to sleep is about as good of a warfare tactic as you could ask for. I don't like the idea that they can control your thoughts, though. What does that mean? How does that work? Is this real? I don't know. This is crazy. This is from December. Well, Daz Smith, one of my favorite remote viewers, chimes in. He says, to be honest, I'm 54, and after a good meal, I don't really need any tech to send me to sleep anymore. Hey, I'm right there with you, Daz. I'm right there with you. By the way, if you're watching this, because I know you watch the show occasionally, you have an open invitation to come on Cosmic Road. I would love to talk to you. Let's do an interview if you want to. That'd be awesome. I follow you guys all the time on Future Forecasting Group, so that would rock. That would rock. I saw you comment on one of the videos the other day, so I thought I'd ask. That'd be so cool, man. That'd be so cool. From Patterns Tell Stories, Sean Kirkpatrick, the lovely Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick, was interviewed as a subject matter expert for a Department of Energy report on synthetic biology that includes mind-to-mind interface and making living matter fully programmable. Making living matter programmable. What? Synthetic biologic systems will no longer be limited to the evolutionarily selected design space. I don't even know what that means, guys. But here it is, Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick from the United States Strategic Command / Defense Intelligence Agency. The primary source of data for this report were collected through a series of subject matter expert interviews in the fields of chemical and biological security and safety, as well as through a series of internal workshops at Sandia National Laboratories. The table below provide information on the interviews the analysis team conducted. So that is wild. Sean Kirkpatrick is a subject matter expert on synthetic biology that includes mind-to-mind interface in making living matter fully programmable. And, he has been long associated with companies that are, and individuals that are associated with UFO reverse engineering and crash retrievals. So one wonders if any of this stuff that he is a subject matter expert in comes from that, right? That's where my mind goes, but let me know what you think about that crazy tidbit in the comments below. Meanwhile, an email blast from Lou Elizondo from his website. He says, I firmly believe the current lack of UAP disclosure is indicative of a far more insidious issue involving the rights of our people to hold our government accountable for misdeeds, untruths, and malfeasance. While many world governments, including the United States, provide protections for their people, the areas of transparency and disclosure are lagging. I love it. Lou says we need to hold our government accountable for their lies. Amen, brother. Amen. Preach. I love it. You get them, Lou. You get them. Meanwhile, check out this awesome UFO captured by John Bell at Florida Real UFO. I love this orb. He gets so many orbs, but they're solid orbs. I mean, they seem to have a material presence. They're not like ghost orbs, although even ghost orbs can have a material presence. Interesting fact. Personal experience with that in the family, anyway. But this orb, or these orbs that he's dealing with, one of them actually struck his multi-ton truck and rattled it. So it's got a solid physical presence. Now that seems to have been the force field interacting with his truck, maybe not the orb itself. I say that because there was no damage to the truck. Anyway, all that is captured on video. But yeah, go check out his channel, Florida Real UFO. But this is a cool orb. Let's look at it again because it's got the dot in the middle. It's got a structure. I think that's really interesting when you can see structures to these craft or whatever they are. Is that a craft? Is that a being? I don't know, but look at the dot in the middle. That's not a bug, guys. That's not a bug. That's not a bat, So let me know what you think that object is doing, and how, and it's just so amazing how it's interacting with John here and showing it to John and to us. Oh, and here's one of my all-time favorite UFO sightings. This was captured by a news station. Accidentally, they were just trying to get a shot of the skyline, and instead they caught a UFO swarm. I mean, it looks like there's 100 UFOs just kind of swimming around in the sky. Isn't that nuts? Isn't that nuts? And then just kind of fade in and out. And here's the zoom in. Yeah. Look at that, guys. Look at that. I mean, I'm expecting to see like an egg somewhere. Are they getting something pregnant? I don't know. But yeah, it's just an amazing capture by this news station, guys. It's just incredible. I mean, try to explain that. Those are not bugs, guys. Those are not bugs. Speaking of cool UFO videos, here's one shared by John Stewart, friend of the channel, John Stewart. An unknown craft doing impossible maneuvers over S2 Alpha / S4 near Papoose Lake in the 1980s. You're welcome. Thank you, John. Thank you. But yeah, check this out. So is this a alien craft? Or is this one of ours, if it's over Area 51, right? You know, is this one of those where Bob Lazar would take people out and they would watch the UFOs controlled by the Area 51 guys maneuver around in the sky? You know, those were alien craft that we had kind of gotten to work somehow. But, you know, from, stories like Mike Herrera's and many others, it seems like we have our own UFOs that we've made ourselves, and there's strong indications that the beings helped us get there. Indications by people like Don Phillips here, who was a Lockheed Martin Skunk Works engineer, who said his buddies were working with the beings, and the beings were developing or helping humans develop a training device to teach us how to fly UFOs. So is this one of ours or one of theirs? Is it a UFO, one of theirs that we got to work? What do you think this object is, or these two objects are? And thanks for sharing, John. But let me know what you guys think about it all in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I sure appreciate it. Smash the like button and the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media, Facebook and Twitter links below. Love to see you guys there. If you wanted to support Cosmic Road in a bigger way, consider grabbing a coffee mug or a t-shirt in the merch store below, or by becoming a channel member, because channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you. Also, channel members frequently get to see videos hours ahead of everybody else. Meanwhile, there are plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.